Colleen Ballinger's ex-husband, Joshua David Evans, finally spoke out today on Twitter. Here's what he had to say.
What do I know?
Colleen Ballinger's ex-husband, Joshua David Evans, spoke out on Twitter, and TANA Mojo said she was gonna call in and disavow James Charles. Let's talk about it. This is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news and gossip on YouTube. Oh my gosh, there's so much drama to talk about. This is gonna be one of those videos that there's gonna be lots of dramas in this story. I don't really consider the Colleen Ballinger thing a drama, but you get what I'm saying. In other words, there's gonna be a lot of hot topics in this video. So check this out. Joshua David Evans posted this on Twitter. He said, "Sick of thinking about how her decisions affected my life for so long. Sick of thinking about everything Johnny tried to make you believe. Sick of thinking like I have to defend myself or that I should just disappear again. Can this be over soon? Not much energy left in my tank." So I consider it a disturbing tweet, especially this part right here whenever Joshua David Evans said, "I have to defend myself. Sick of feeling like I have to defend myself." I don't really think he has to. I think that the people who know or the people who ride for him are like, they get it. Like, it's almost like you know what's right, you know people around you can see it. Maybe he just wants more people to see his perspective. Then he followed up by saying, "I'm sick of feeling like I have to defend myself or that I should just disappear again. Can this be over soon? Not much energy left in my tank." I find it kind of disturbing, but most importantly, I feel like, to me, he's tired. I feel like whatever he's going through, he's tired. And he was quiet for such a long time. And I think that he sat back and watched so much of it go down. And then to me, like, everyone has a different takeaway. And I'm not gonna sit here and say like I know every single minute detail about this situation between them and Colleen and what's going on, because I don't, and I'm not gonna pretend like I don't. But what stuck out to me was whenever I saw Colleen Ballinger play her ukulele to him, and then later on she plays it on YouTube. To me it was like, okay, it seemed a little bit sick and twisted. And what I find very interesting too is the fact that till this day, Colleen Ballinger hasn't posted any videos at all. That right there, I think it's like, what are you waiting for? You know, like, I know that several people get canceled online and they tend to take a week or two off. I've seen people take a month off, maybe a year, but she hasn't even said anything like, hey, I'm gonna go away, I'm stepping away for a while. Like, these are the people, those who support Colleen Ballinger, who put her in this home and cars and afford her, I don't know, Birkin bags and just a luxury lifestyle. A lifestyle that so many people dream about, to wake up and turn on the camera and talk to an audience and be able to live a life, their wildest imagination. And I just feel like you don't even owe people an explanation as to what's going on, where you're at. I think it's a total slap in the face to everyone who supported her. I find that right there. I don't know, I guess because maybe I would do things differently. I think that when I look at Colleen Ballinger, you guys know I always tend to like put myself in other people's shoes. I would be like, damn, like I would have done it this way. Like, she keeps like just putting herself in a hole deeper and deeper. Like, you know, not to harp on this, but I've said this many times, I'm gonna say it again. I remember Adam McIntyre said, "I want a public apology and a private apology." And she didn't even give him that. That's all he wanted. And he said, "I would stop," or something like that. I don't want to mix up the words, but like, all she had to do is send him a DM and put out an apology on Twitter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was never gonna be good enough because it's the internet. You know, I'll be the first one to say, Colleen Ballinger ever makes an apology video, that's my first video right there. Colleen Ballinger, fake apology. I mean, that's just the way it is, and you just dissect it and talk about it. I mean, hello, but I just feel like she couldn't even do that. You have that much arrogance, ego, and pride that Colleen Ballinger literally couldn't just sit down in a video and there we go. Like, I've said this so many times. Anyways, I find this tweet very interesting. I find it disturbing. I find it kind of sad. I hope he doesn't do anything crazy. Because when I read it, I'm just thinking negatively about it, but I hope he doesn't do anything. But you know, there is talks that Swoop is doing a new documentary, and she sits down and interviews Colleen Ballinger's husband, and I think that is going to be, everyone's gonna be talking about that. I do think so, because that's we've never seen anything like that before. Yeah, we've discussed relationships falling apart, friendships falling apart. Well, we've discussed divorces and things, but then to have the actual husband come on and sit down and speak to someone about it, it sheds a whole new light on it. It really does. And I have a feeling of how it's gonna go down, but at the same time, I think that he's gonna give us a lot of insight to who Colleen Ballinger is, and I hope that we get the good, the bad, and the bottom line, you know? Anyways, I just wanted to share that tweet with you. That was the latest thing we got. I'm gonna shift gears here because TANA Mojo on the red carpet spoke to Ethan Klein about James Charles. I find that interesting as well. So you guys know that James Charles and TANA Mojo, they used to be really good friends. I'm pretty sure we'll find a picture of them together or something. And they were like really close friends. And then their relationship just fell apart because, you know, people were in Tana's ear about James Charles talking to underage guys. James Charles admitted it. And then TANA Mojo went on, it's Manganu, but I'd say Mojo. She went on so many podcasts, her videos, and other people, and just openly talking about how she does not support James Charles and how are they not friends anymore. Interesting because some of TANA Mojo's friends still associate with James Charles during that time. So it was kind of like, well, I'm not friends with him. You can still be friends with him if you want to, but she obviously wasn't. Well, time went by and she was very vocal about how she is not friends with James Charles. She even made friends with one of the guys that James Charles had an affair with, if you want to call it that. She even made, they were friends. TANA Mojo was friends with one of the guys. So anyways, time passed by, they went to Coachella, and I'm giving you a little crash course because we're gonna get caught up to date right here. And I've been wanting to talk about this for a long time. They went to Coachella, they met each other, and something at Coachella happened and everything was squashed. Okay, and that's what we heard. Well, up until recently, because James Charles did go to TANA Mojo's house and drop off his new Painted. He dropped it off. And some people can say that she looked like she didn't want it. She looked like she didn't know. But no, I mean, come on. You're not gonna just show up to somebody's house unannounced. That's stalker the house, okay? He went over there. There's some texting involved. Hey, is it okay if I bring my PR kit to you? She said, yeah. He dropped it off. James Charles filmed it. She accepted it. Well, then at the streamies, that's when the drama popped off because Ethan Klein said that he ran into TANA Mojo and this is what happened.
Who else did we run into? Manny? What's the whole name?
Manny MUA.
Super nice guy.
Excuse me.
Also, fan of the show, was very sweet. He said he's a foot soldier. TANA I ran into. She's like, I'm so sorry about the James Charles thing. I'll call in and disavow him.
Whoa, really?
But she's like, it was a huge mistake. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh,
interesting.
oh, whoa.
Well, I was like,
I was a little bit sour over that.
well, because I was like,
But
why
then-
would you go be back and be friends with him? I don't understand. And she's like, I don't know why I did it. I regret it, and I don't understand why I did it. I'll call in and disavow.
I love that.
I love her.
That's so awesome.
I like TANA.
That's so much more than anyone else in his circles ever done.
That's true.
Even
That's
people who used to associate with him hasn't really said anything about it. They just silently moved away. I like that a lot.
You got some Chick-fil-A there?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe it. I'm not sitting there and I'm just like, okay. Then hopefully Ethan Klein can maybe reach out to TANA and say, hey, you said you're gonna come on the podcast and disavow James Charles. When do you think that's gonna happen? Okay, but listen, there are other people that are friends with James Charles that are friendly with Ethan Klein. Maybe he should call them out as well. I know people are gonna argue, well, he doesn't know them too well and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So all that to say this, I know I can talk about it for longer, but let me know what you guys think about all that drama in the comments down below. I really wanna know what you guys think about it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, love you so much.